A homeless girl healed a billionaire's daughter when the world's best doctors failed. Chief Peter had tried everything: surgeons, specialists, miracles. Nothing worked until Amaka. But just when he thought the miracle was enough, the president himself heard about the girl with healing hands. Now his own son lies in a coma and Amaka has been summoned. Will she do it again? Or was the first miracle just a stroke of luck? Sit back, relax, and grab your popcorn. Because what happens next will leave you speechless. And if this is your first time on the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and join us for more powerful stories like this one. Amaka stood by the balcony, her eyes gently scanning the trimmed hedges, the glass pool, the luxury that surrounded her yet felt so distant from who she was. Behind her, Chief Peter appeared, dressed in a clean black shirt and matching trousers. He wasn't the same man from weeks ago. There was a new lightness in his step, though his voice still carried the weight of disbelief. "Amakaka," he said softly. She turned. "Yes, sir." He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small silver key, resting it on his palm. Chief Peter handed Amaka a small silver key. "This mansion is yours," he said. 5 bedrooms, staff cars, a private chef. You saved my daughter's life. It's the least I can do." Amaka looked at the key but didn't take it. "I didn't heal her," she said quietly. "God did." Peter nodded slowly, "But he used you." Amaka met his eyes. "I don't want payment for obedience. I didn't perform a service. I followed a calling." "You lived on the street," he said, confused. "You had nothing." "I still don't want a mansion," she said. "All I need is a small room, somewhere to sleep, somewhere to pray. That's enough." Peter was speechless. He had dealt with politicians, tycoons, men of God. He didn't. Conviction, humility. She wasn't moved by wealth or power or reward. "You're not like anyone I have ever met," he said. "I'm not trying to be," Amaka replied. "I just don't want to forget who I was before you met me." He stared at her for a moment longer. Then he tucked the key back into his pocket. "Okay," he said. "Then let me offer something you can't refuse." Amaka raised an eyebrow. He pulled a folder from the table nearby and opened it slowly. "I want to adopt you." Amaka froze. "Not because of what you did, but because of who you are. You deserve a family who sees you, respects you, loves you." She blinked, uncertain whether to speak or cry. "I've already signed the papers. If you say yes, it becomes official today." Amakaka covered her mouth. No one had ever claimed her before, not since her parents died. Not since the village branded her a curse. "Why would you do that?" she whispered. Peter looked her in the eye. "Because you gave me my daughter back. Now let me give you yours." Tears slipped from her eyes. She nodded once. "Yes." That evening, Princess hugged her tightly. "Sister," she whispered. Amaka smiled through tears. "Sister," that night, they shared a room. And for the first time in her life, Amaka fell asleep without fear. No curses, no stones, no lies, just a bed, a home, and a name she could finally be proud of, her own. 2 weeks after the adoption, Chief Peter enrolled Amakaka at the same prestigious private school Princess attended. The same driver took them to school each morning. They wore matching uniforms. Princess beamed with joy at her side every day, introducing Amaka as "my sister." Though Amaka wasn't used to all the attention, she was adjusting slowly. She sat in a classroom with air conditioning. She ate meals she didn't have to beg for. Teachers treated her with respect. Some students whispered when she walked by, but not like the village. This time they whispered with curiosity, even awe. They all knew who she was. The girl who made a billionaire's daughter walk. But no matter how much her life changed, Amakaka didn't lose her humility. She still woke early, still read her Bible under her pillow, still crushed roots and dried leaves in a small bowl near her window, just in case someone needed healing, and people did come. It started with a cleaner from the estate, then a teacher at school, then someone's uncle from church. Amaka never turned anyone away. She never charged a kubo. She only prayed, listened, and gave what she had. And she never forgot the village that cast her out. One quiet Saturday morning, Chief Peter found her in the living room holding an old folded wrapper in her hands. It was the same wrapper she used to sleep on when she lived outside the market. "I want to go back," she said. Peter furrowed his brow. "Back where?" "To the village." His voice dropped. "You don't owe them anything." "I know," she replied. "But I have to forgive them. Not for them, but for me." Peter sat down across from her. If you do this, it's your choice. But I'm sending security with you, that's not up for debate. When Amaka arrived in the village,